Welcome to the Insider's Insight podcast, where we share with you the thoughts of the individuals who are working for projects that are changing the world. Thank you to our sponsor, Creditcoin, the building blocks of trust. For more details, please visit the show notes below. Welcome to the very first episode of Insider's Insight presented by OffChain. Today, our very first guest of the series is His Excellency Justin Sun, who's here to tell everyone about one's new project, USD. But before we begin, Your Excellency, maybe you could tell a bit to our guests about your introduction to crypto. How did you get into it? What made you decide to change your professional career into crypto?
Yes, I get into crypto in around 2012. So I know about Bitcoin from, I think, New York Times. And then I started to get interested because at that time, Bitcoin is like the money for the internet. So I think it's a very interesting idea. You can send money in a decentralized way. So when I first get to crypto, there won't be much of the coins in the markets. Only Bitcoin at that time, and later we have Litecoin. And the end of 2012, we have Ripple. So at that time, I basically purchased Bitcoin from Taobao. And later, when MTGOX become popular, I trade Bitcoin on MTGOX. So that's how I get into Bitcoin. And later, before getting to crypto, my career is supposed to be a lawyer. So I passed SAT test. Yeah, try to be a lawyer in US. And after I know about Bitcoin, so I start to spend lots of my time to follow up on all the Bitcoin news. So and then since one of my friend Stephen Thomas, at that time he's working for Ripple for CTO, so he invited me to join Ripple. So that's eventually I abandoned my law career and joined Ripple. So that's how I eventually get into crypto.
Wow, that's funny how life changes your plans.
Yes.
So let's not beat around the bush. Everyone here today is actually excited for one thing, which is to learn more about decentralized USD or USDD. Maybe you could begin by telling our members what was your inspiration for it.
Yes, I think I have been working on stablecoin for quite a long time. So before we introduce USDD, we have collaborated with Tether Center, collaborate with Tether on USDT. We have collaborated with Center on USDC, and collaborate with Trust Token on TUSD, and also we have a maker version of collateralized stablecoin on Tron as well called USDJ. So USDD actually is the fifth stablecoin we have delivered to the market. I think first of all, the reason why we want to create USDD, the reason is based on its name. So it's a decentralized US dollar. So basically, we want to create a stablecoin not depend on centralized banks, which I believe is always the biggest risk of crypto space in the first place. I know right now the major crypto stablecoin in the world basically is the foundation for cryptocurrency and the anchor for basically most of the crypto for now. In 2017, people still trade crypto with BTC, but I think after this 5 years development, people mainly settle their crypto on stablecoin. But the foundation for this decentralized world is super centralized. So basically, the major stablecoin in the world today, if the banks cut their services, no matter based on any regulators requirement, I think probably all the crypto could fall to almost zero at one day just by regulators attack on us. So that's why I think it's very important we have our own crypto, which is not basically based on centralized banking system. So which I think is very important. I think DAI wants to do that as well. But once DAI, I think, change to PSM mode, is lose this function because today's DAI value is basically depends on USDC. So, but I think we still need some crypto stablecoin here is purely based on crypto market itself and not rely on any centralized banking settlement. So I think it's a good alternative and also protect our industry from the most extreme circumstances.
How does USDD actually work in terms of its mechanism? People are obviously a little bit worried about algorithmic stablecoins since what has happened with UST and Luna. Do you have any comments about that situation and how you think USDD will overcome these issues?
Yes, I think we have learned lots of lessons from UST and Luna failure. I think first of all, in terms of building a stablecoin, I think not only for algorithm stablecoin, but even for fully collateralized stablecoin like USDT, we all see in last 2 weeks, the price have go down dramatically. USDT has fall to 90 cents at some point, and even some on Binance, somebody is willing to exchange 4 USDT for only 1 USDC at the extremely extreme scenario. So which I think is not because the stablecoin itself is not fully backed. I think it's mainly because of the panic sell in the market. So I think the first lesson we learn from stablecoin market is if you are a stablecoin issuer, you need to always keep the liquidity of the crypto in a very good situation. I think that's also Luna's problem. Luna is managed a 20 billion market cap stablecoin with only around $800 million in stablecoin pool. So basically, which means you can short UST, which is a very large cap stablecoin with a very small number, probably I think 1 to 2 billion. Only 10% of the market cap is enough to make UST go down to I think around 80 cents for quite a long time, which will trigger lots of the leverage because we know lots of people use leverage in UST for mining. Not even need to be going down to 80 cents. I think even some people, the leverage will be liquidated at 98 cents, something like that. So even 2% of the price volatility will liquidate lots of people. So I think that's the first thing. Don't use much of the leverage on the stablecoin holding, and also of course as a stablecoin issuer, you need to put most of the stablecoin liquidity in the stablecoin pool, rather than I think in Luna's case, it's only put in the staking pool for nothing. So I think that's also one of the big problems. And also of course I think Luna is definitely way more under collateralized. So I think Luna, for example, UST at the time the market cap goes to 20 billion US dollars, but I think the reserve they have is around 2 to 3 billion US dollars for Luna Foundation Guard, which is a relatively small number compared to the market cap they have. I think Luna should be fine. UST should be fine if they keep the market cap around 3 to 5 billion dollars. I think it's a good cap for their stablecoin. But they use too much leverage to grow the market cap in a very short period of time with a very large market cap. So which I think is one of their biggest problem too. And also of course I think the general adoption of cryptocurrency and the stablecoin is also very important. I remember in 2019 when we first introduced USDT on Tron to the market, lots of people not willing to use it as basically a stable coin. Most of the people they are not trusting USDT on Tron. When we launch a 30% APY like today for USDT on Tron, I think on Binance, Huobi exchange, and lots of the people they swap their money from like Omni USDT blockchain. Most of the people won't even use it today, but in 2019 is still a major way to for people to use USDT, which is very expensive, and blockchain support is very poor and slow. But at that time, people trust Omni like more than Tron blockchain. So lots of people basically swap their money to Tron blockchain. But after the 30% incentive gone, so they swap back immediately. So I think, but eventually, today nobody even use like Omni USDT anymore. Everybody use USDT on Tron. I think the main reason is we really provide like value for users. So they will find using stablecoin on Tron is very cheap, reliable, and it's a very fast experience. So that's why I think in the long term, if we really want to grow algorithm stablecoin, we still need to grow the use case, collaborate with more wallet exchange, and also custodian platform to make this like option for people they can store their value. I think eventually after 1-2 years, people will start to use it. So that's why I think it also takes some time to have the adoption. We launched USDT on Tron in 2019. After I think around 2-3 years, people will get used to it. That's also one of Luna's problem. Luna only survived in the market for only I think a year. Also, it's not like long enough to make people trust the stablecoin and start to use it like a mentor for their crypto.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting what you said about how UST used Anchor for its staking, and that basically led to its downfall because they couldn't proliferate UST to enough players, whereas USDD is you can earn high APR in numerous places, including being a liquidity provider on liquidity pools in different areas. Maybe you could tell us more about how users can earn this 30% APR when they're holding USDD.
Yes, sure. I think you bring a good point. Stablecoin distribution needs to be like very decentralized. So that's why when we launch USDDs on Tron, BNB chain, and Ethereum, and right now we are bridged to all the Ethereum layer 2 solution as well. And also we will provide liquidity to most of the blockchain in the world. Rather than like Luna's case, we only which majority like 95% of the liquidity is only in one protocol, also doing only one thing. It's just like staking to earn interest. I think we need to distribute the money in a decentralized way, which we are right now on Tron. You can get it on Sun.io, SunSwap, and also JustLand. So basically, we have like a stablecoin swap protocol, Uniswap on Tron, SunSwap, and also lending protocol. And also on Ethereum, you can get Pancake and Ellipsis, which is the swap on BNB chain and the stablecoin swap on BNB chain. And on Ethereum, you can get from Uniswap and Curve. And we are also working with lots of like stablecoin issuer to build a new pool on Curve. So we are working on it right now. And on Tron and BSC, we are also launching two pool, which is on Tron is USDT and USDD pool. On BSC is BUSD and USDD pool. So we will also build a stablecoin ecosystem surrounding two pool, like USDC, TUSD, other stablecoin, basically all pair with Immutable on Tron and Ethereum, on Tron and the BNB chain. And also at the same time, we collaborate with lots of centralized exchange on launch USDD. We recently launched with Huobi, KuCoin, Bybit, Gate.io, Poloniex, BitGet, lots of the people, major exchange in the world. And right now, Poloniex has introduced USDD as a co-pair in Poloniex with I think 10 trading pairs. And we're also gonna collaborate with Huobi introduce USDD as co-pair. And we will also introduce like co-pair in lots of the exchange. So basically provide liquidity for USDD, and we will also give rebates to market makers in different exchanges if they purchase USDD, use USDD to purchase crypto. We will give them rebates, so make them is more convenient to use USDD as a way to purchase crypto. So that's like I think our overall strategy to increase the usage of USDD in the major DeFi, CeFi crypto platform, and to really bring USDD as a good and a convenient way for people to store their value.
I think it's a very interesting strategy. Basically, users can utilize many different methods to earn interest on their USDD, not just by staking it in one pool. So
exactly.
What's the roadmap for USDD moving on to the end of 2022 and maybe going into 2023?
Yes, I think for recently right now, we are still working on several things. I think first of all, I think the people care the most is the TDR. We're gonna introduce partially our reserve. We will upload it on our transparency page, I think, which will increase people's confidence on the USDD reserve and how we can stabilize the price of USDD, the capability of us to stabilize USDD in the market. I think that's the first thing. And then the second thing, of course, we are working on more CeFi development, basically building more pairs against USDD, and ask more important CeFi exchange to launch USDD. I think that's the second thing. And then third thing, of course, I think we are trying to expand to more protocols, and also at the same time to collaborate with more DeFi protocols in the world to have USDD on their platform. I think that's number three things we are doing. And also, of course, the number four things we are doing, we try to collaborate with more wallets, custodian provider, and also payment provider to really provide like real time like use case for users if they adopt USDD.
Awesome. Just two more questions. The first question that we want to ask you, since this is an off-chain podcast, maybe you could tell our audience, what do you do in your off-chain time when you're not working, when you're relaxing? What are you interested in doing?
Play computer games. Yeah. So recently, I want to introduce like one of the games is on Tron platform called WinFT Hero. So I think it's right now on test phase. It's an awesome game. You can watch our trailers on my Twitter handle. I think we really put lots of efforts to build the game, and specifically I love the music. It's called Fire and Wing. So it's we collaborate with a very good music studio to deliver this music. I think that's the first thing. And also recently I play a game called Slay the Spring. So basically it's a roguelike game. So basically it's really time consuming. So I won't recommend you to play. It's very very easy to play for like an hour or two without even notice. So
is it all on PC or is it on mobile?
All of the mobile you can find on Google Play and also on Steam as well.
I heard from the grapevine that you're also really into football, Justin, or soccer.
Yes. I'm soccer fans. I'm fan of AC Milan. So they recently just get championship in Series A match. But this is like I think over like 13 years. That's the first time they become champion. When I was a child, AC Milan is very popular in China. Since at that time, Italian like football league is the strongest among all the 5 leagues. And AC Milan, of course, is the champion at that time. So please.
Are you a fan of Ibrahimovic?
Yes. Of course.
Who do you think will win? Who do you think will win the Champions League this year? Liverpool or Real Madrid?
I don't know. I think we will see. Yeah.
Good answer. And the last question. Coming up to the end of 2022, we're gonna come to the second half. Last year we had DeFi, we had GameFi, we have this move to earn with StepN. What do you think is going to be the next craze that we're gonna see at the end of 2022 that people are gonna be excited about?
Hopefully it's algorithm stablecoin for USDD. I know lots of people probably lose faith of algo stablecoin because of like Luna failure. But of course, I think this is attribute to mismanagement of like Luna team rather than the algorithm stablecoin itself. I still in fundamentally I believe algorithm stablecoin will be the future for crypto trading, because eventually I think crypto industry will tend to use decentralized solution rather than centralized solution for crypto trading. But I think it just needs to take time, right? So I think since it needs to take time to heal, right? And right now I think crypto market is still, I think, in a fair like environment. People still need to take some time for them to recover. But I think eventually people will start to pick up. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your time on this podcast and for all your contributions to the crypto space.
Yes, thank you.
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, guys. The Insider's Insight podcast is meant for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Nothing expressed in this podcast should be construed as a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer to buy or sell any financial products. Information expressed by the host or guest of this podcast does not necessarily reflect any views of our sponsors.